I'm just fumbling around in life. Just sleepwalking through life. Not knowing where to go, what to do. I know from previous experiences that what I want to do and where I want to go more than anything in life is to be free, to be enlightened, to strip away all that's false. And so that seems to be the best thing I can do. That seems to be out of everything. Out of everything that I want in my life, what I want more than anything is to reach enlightenment. And I know it's a real thing because I've had glimpses of it, and it makes perfect sense. I don't really care, what, if other people believe enlightenment's a real thing or not, because I know it is. And perhaps enlightenment is a too grandiose term to use. Perhaps the natural state would be a better word to use. Because really when I talk about enlightenment, I mean just the natural state when all the layers of falsehood have been stripped away, and then all that's left is just truth, is just reality. And so there are many methods there are many methods in approaching this, and I think, like anything that you want to get better at, any skill that you want to develop, you need to practice, and you need to be sincerely curious and engaged with the practice. You need to have a drive. If you want to learn how to skateboard and do all sorts of skateboard tricks, you need to practice every day, and you need to be engaged. You need to be excited. Like any skill. the way you develop it is with an authentic desire to do it. And so this is the difficult thing with me, is that I am so on the fence with so many things, with everything, you know, like, it's like, what do I actually want in life? Most of the time, I just want to get away, run away. I just want to satisfy my senses. Just eat food, or, you know, I'm constantly thinking and worrying about all sorts of things. There isn't really any drive to do anything. There's no drive, there's just this constant worrying. So anyway, likewise with any other skill that you develop, you need to have an authentic desire to achieve enlightenment. And most of the time I don't. See, because it's hard for someone to want to know the truth of reality, the truth of themselves, when they think that that's all kind of philosophical bullshit that won't get them anywhere, when really what they think their problem is, you know, their job or money or relationships or something. It's hard for people to focus on it, and I'm talking about me here as well. It's hard for me to focus on what's actually true when I'm focused in everyday human things like relationships and finance and, you know, all these things. But what I'm saying is that it seems to me that all these things that you're worrying about is not real. It's stories upon stories upon stories. You've got a foundational story that doesn't exist, it's a lie, but you're believing it to be true, and then every other story that you build upon that foundational story is also going to be a lie. And this is what happens, is you're thinking you've got relationship problems and financial problems and all this kind of stuff, and you think you're not good enough, you're worthless, and whatever else you're going through, anxiety, depression, and whatever. All these are stories upon stories that aren't true. And the foundational story that you're telling yourself is that you're a separate self. When that doesn't exist. So I'm in this kind of nether zone. Is that the right term? I don't know. But I'm in this kind of waiting room, or this, like, I'm on the fence. I'm in the middle of two worlds. You know, on the one hand, well, here's the thing: is that I want enlightenment. I want truth. I want to fucking strip away all that's bullshit from me. And I don't see how there could be anything better to do with this, whatever I've got here, this life. I want to fucking do this. I want to be fucking... But the thing is that there's not the drive. I don't have the drive. It's not... The drive isn't big enough. And... like, sometimes it's bigger than others, Sometimes I'll meditate half an hour to an hour. Other times I'll struggle and hate to meditate for 5 minutes. And so the drive isn't there all the time. The drive to awaken. And I suppose maybe, you can't choose whether or not you're going to be driven to doing this, I suppose you've got to keep suffering until you realise that, no, I can't suffer any longer. I've got to fucking do this. Can't keep suffering. So maybe, I suppose that you reach a point where you just can't fucking tolerate this suffering anymore. You can't be dealing with it anymore. So you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna put all my effort and time and drive into fucking waking the fuck up. 'Cause that's what it takes.